Do not record this. This is for private consumption only.
Who want to consume this privately?
It's just between us four, Paris, and that's it. It's not between the whole world. Everybody don't have to see that.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? This your boy Wendy, and I'm back with another supernatural reaction with Wendy, man. Hey, listen, man. You know, I just love the relationship with Pastor Gino, Jennings, and Steve, the reader. You know, we hear a story about them, growing up with each other, but just to see how they, interact with each other, you know what I'm saying? How they just vibe with each other, man, it's beautiful. You know what I mean? That just to show you, like, even God have a sense of humor, you know what I'm saying? So just because you serve God, that doesn't mean you have to be all, boring or whatever case may be, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna dive into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I just love the way they, you know what I'm saying? They just be let's tap in, man.
Now you already ready. Bible said Jesus of all things. Lazarus connects Jesus to the friend. Another scripture says he knew all things. But another scripture says about how God knows all that. No, that's right. Now that's the spirit. Now Jesus Christ of Nazareth knew all things.
Red light, camera ahead.
How can he connect himself with the flesh? Because the flesh has to be taught by the spirit. So if the flesh had to be taught by the spirit, how could the flesh know all things? Because I heard that there was a brother was asking me, did Jesus know when the Lord was coming back for the church? Did he know that part?
He know when he coming back himself.
Now, wait a minute, fast. The flesh, Jesus of Nazareth, that's the flesh. But what I pass? No. Jesus of Nazareth, God that's the flesh.
In all things.
But how could the flesh know all things in the mind?
You know why? I want to know why. The flesh said all things the Father has but mine.
Come on.
Does the Father have all knowledge?
Come on.
Yeah, Kevin. Does the Father have all knowledge? Yes. So of all things, if the Father have all knowledge, and he's saying all things the Father has are mine, and of course he got all knowledge. Yeah. When he said, "Oh man, no,
go ahead. What you said that this no. I can still go with
yourself.
Also in Christ Jesus. Now that's talking about the alright. We dealing with the carnal mind. Jesus didn't have a carnal mind. Alright. So Jesus was dealing with a natural.
Yeah, carnal mind is imaging with God. He wasn't imaging with God, he was God.
Come on.
Jesus had a natural mind and a spiritual mind. That's why the natural body was able to submit to the spirit.
Come on.
Give an example that his body as it submits to the spirit, the body of Christ, the church submits to the spirit in the same manner. He preached against the carnal mind to deprive the church from getting that mental realm. Because we rebel against the spirit. That's why he's saying, let this mind be in you that was also in Christ Jesus, because Jesus didn't have the carnal mind. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, is not subject to the law of God. Now how is he going to have a mind that keep him from being subject to God's law and then tell the church be obedient?
Come on now. Come on.
All things the Father have a mind, so that's why he had God's mind, God's thoughts, God's attitude, God's will, and fulfill God's agenda. That's why he said, no, I got. And the Bible is better than me to do like Will. Follow the shoes in good. Alright, now. Okay, alright. Now, yeah. Remember, Jesus' mind was still natural. It wasn't carnal. No, I know it wasn't carnal. But now we're talking about the mind of God. That's right. The mind of God is infinite. The mind of God is infinite. That's true. Now, but Jesus' natural mind was not infinite. Did he not have true mind? Did he not have God mind? But when you say God, he had the mind of the spirit. Okay. And he also had mind of flesh. But why you say God? No. But right, yeah. So the flesh was tempted. Exactly. To show you how the church was tempted. Okay, I understand that. Come on. All things that the Father hath in mind. All things. Well, that's a good argument. Wow. So then you got and I'm not sure whether to window up so it's too hot out there, man. I'm alright back here. I'm alright. Yeah, because when you look at Jesus, you gotta look at the duality, the human and the divine. One nature is superior to the other nature. Yeah. The eternal spirit is called highest, and of course, as you know, Son, the nature of flesh and blood is lower than the spirit. Now, the nature of flesh and blood is lower than the spirit. Even add that nature that we may be able to identify. Looking at the example so perfect. Right. He didn't leave us an example of being spirit because the spirit don't have no flaws, no errors, none of that. Right. Spirit don't fast, the flesh fasts. Spirit ain't hungry, flesh is hungry. Right. So that's why he came in flesh. The flesh don't show. The spirit don't want to quit his own will. But the flesh wanted to quit the will of the spirit. Come on. He wanted to quit the will of the spirit so bad he prayed to the spirit to change his mind. That's right. When he said, Father, let this cup pass. If they had all possible, let this cup pass. Yet prophecy knelt him down to death. But he let you know it's the man of him, and he didn't want to die. That's not right. Showing you that the people in the church and the body of Christ, they want to serve God, but they don't want to die out. Come on. So he comes along to offer up his body willingly, which goes to church and to offer up themselves willingly, to deprive themselves willingly, without constraint, and let the Spirit nail their hands and feet down to God's will. Wow. And then they're going to nail you to the cross of suffering in the scripture. That's why the cross has 4 directions. Come on. Turn left, right. Everything about your body, mind, soul, body, and spirit got to be nailed down to God's will. Come on with it. The south got to be nailed down. That's man productive organs. The north got to be nailed down because that's where the carnal mind is. And the left and right got to be nailed down, his hands. So he don't do that which is against God. Come on. Remember, he was tempted in all points, as we are. Right. Yet without sin. Beautiful. He was at the well with the woman, at the well. Now, the regular man was at the well with that woman, but was fell over in the well with him. But tempted. I'm pretty sure that Samaritan woman wasn't ugly. Come on. But the Bible said, took them in all points, yet as we are, yet without sin. His whole objective was to prove to the human race, you can live holy. You can live spotless. You can live blameless. You can live flawless. Come on. What about the woman that washed Jesus' feet with her hair? Yeah. All right, guys. Now, we're dealing with, I know Jesus is dealing with a natural man. Yeah. How in the world? So is that saying he didn't feel nothing? Because if he was tempted, wasn't there feelings involved? Not that his first rules, but wasn't there like feelings? You talking about being tempted is not well saying yielding to the temptation is a sin. The Bible said how Jesus was led in the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. Right. The sin is not being tempted. The sin is giving into the temptation. I'm pretty sure tempted all the time. Everything. But that's not the sin. The sin is giving in to the temptation.
I had another question.
Go ahead, present your other question.
All right, now, this, well, I forgot that. Concerned by reading. Now, remember, when you told me to pray to God, help me,
Sure, so living beyond the sin.
but now I want to ask God to this one will be flawless.
Yeah.
Flawless.
Ask God to give you a photographic memory of the Bible. Don't limit yourself. How you gonna limit yourself? There's no limitation to God. God can give you a photographic memory, little chapter, little verse, regardless of where it's at.
Beautiful.
A photographic memory of the Bible. That's what I'm praying for. That's what I'm praying for. Down for you, yeah. And God give you a photographic memory of the Bible. Photographic. That mind just developed, because the Bible is written. The Bible ain't got to develop, but your mind got to develop. Right. So why not have that type of mind?
Yes.
Turn right on Northwest Avenue.
Not at all. Yeah.
All right, if you can start recording. No, I have another question. It was another question.
What is the other question? How are people watching getting this? Come on, Lord, what's that?
Another one I can't remember.
Well, you can't remember right now, so we're signing off.
I just let me
Be with you.
You should have been talking about that. Then I went back.
They should have went
Then I went back because you going from here and there.
All right.
That got that.
Don't give me segments. Don't give me segments. That's why I stopped to you. Read the whole verse. I should have to tell you that. Was that on hot cheese?
Oh, birds, when you leave like
Hot cheese. That was for cheese. Oh, got you.
no, it's not a game. Oh, this is not like this is not to be seen. There's only talking about the gospel. That's no, don't you do that. They love this. They love this. Do not record this. This is not private conversation. Ain't you right? This everything's all right.
Or you just told the liquor fire.
Turn the camera off for immediate. All right, I'm gonna get the Bible. When Jesus took Peter, James, and John, he didn't bring the rest of the disciples. That lets you know it was just between Jesus and the disciples wasn't involved. But it's still roughly being in the
I said nothing.
all right, you didn't say that, but can we secret? That only secret. That ain't fair. Oh, we're not secret, but oh man, we're not secret. We are talking. It is between us four.
Yeah.
So when Jesus, now you can't lie. Jesus took three disciples aside. He disciples aside.
Yes.
He did not take all of them.
Yes.
James and John.
Yes.
There was a specific reason why he did that.
They were apostles.
But he didn't take all of them.
And you're supposed to say,
And you,
all right, is he the boss? Is he one?
say past
Are you one? We aside now, we're all in the band, having a good time. Pass what? I want y'all folks to realize this.
The vehicle over there. Tonight, that on high keys. Do not record this. This is for private consumption only.
Who want to consume this privately?
It's just between us four, pals, and that's it. It's not between the whole world. Everybody don't have to see that.
Everybody don't have to see you just your collar button up.
You just want.
Oh, so therefore, when you go to the church, you're going to unbutton your collar so they don't see it. Because you said it's not for everybody to see. So when you go to the church, you're going to unbutton your collar so somebody don't come to you and say, "Where's my child?" That's what you gonna do?
But look, I do have my sleeves rolled.
That don't count.
I do. Sorry, you don't want to say the part that's right. You don't want to count the part that's good.
All right, look how backward it is. Your sleeves rolled up, and your neck is buttoned. That's like some folks have a hoodie on with a hood on, Timberland boots, and short pants.
How about the pants? I just bought these pants.
It's hot.
Yeah, it is hot.
Linen pants.
It is hot.
We have those hot pants.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Spare him.
Turn it off. Please delete this.
Yo, that was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. Well, y'all, this is it, man. Listen, go and subscribe, like, and comment. Support the vibe, you know what I'm saying? I got some awesome reaction videos coming soon. All right? Signing off, man. Y'all stay up and be blessed.